Everybody, welcome. Ralph Havens here, and I am doing a short video right now. It's part of our Thursday session. Usually I don't do a video on my Thursday session. It's a session I do for everybody on our email list, and you can go to autoimmuneanswers.com and sign up. And then every Thursday, I get up and do a distance healing session. Everything I know for everybody on our email list from around the world, I've been doing it since 2009. And in today's session, I felt I wanted to do a short video, and it's about how to find your truth. You know, there's so much untruth right now, and it's hard to determine like the fake stuff from the real stuff, and how do you know what's true for you, or in the moment what's useful for you or not. So I'm going to show you one way, and it's a way to find your body knows truth. Your body knows truth. It knows what to do, and it knows when there's danger, and it knows when there's something useful. And you kind of intuitively know that. You kind of know that there's danger here and there's good stuff here. And somebody makes you feel good and somebody makes you feel not so good. But sometimes we miss that kind of information. And so, but our tissues, our cells, our atoms, there's something in us that knows. And so I'm going to show you one way. And this is a technique that I learned from integrated manual therapy. And it's a way to really get high level palpation skills, abilities to feel. It's quite interesting what you can feel if you just try it. Kind of like a wine connoisseur, some sort of high level wine person can tell you where the grapes were made and what year it was, and all sorts of information just from sniffing and swirling around a little wine in their mouth. And so they have information that we all have, but they can make distinctions. And so here's a technique. You can try it if you like. You can put your hand on your heart, and then just notice your shirt. So you can feel your shirt. And then notice the space between your shirt. There's a space between your shirt and your skin. And then notice your skin. And then notice the space just underneath your skin. Now, if you're not used to this, it might take a little practice, but just kind of check it out. And now notice that there's bones under there. There's rib bones. And does that feel somewhat different than when you notice your skin? So notice your skin again. And then notice the bones. And you're not pushing harder with your hand. You're just noticing with your awareness the heart and what that feels like. And then you go back and notice the skin. And then notice the t-shirt or the shirt. And so notice if your hand does something when you notice a different part. So when you're noticing your skin, notice where your hand feels like it is. And then without trying to change anything in your hand, just notice your heart. And notice if the hand seems to sink in a bit. And then notice that there's the heart has chambers. So notice the chambers in your heart. There's space inside your heart. And does your hand sink in a little bit more? And then notice your heart again. And does the hand come out a little bit? And then notice your skin. Okay, now you can say, my name is, and use your name. Got a funny story about that, but maybe I'll tell that at the end. So my name is, I'm going to say my name is Ralph. And you say your name, my name is. And notice if your hand does something. Does it sink in a little bit? My name is. And then say somebody else's name, like maybe use my name or somebody else's name, just some other name. If your name's not Bob, use Bob. Or if your name's not Nancy, use Nancy. And if you're a man, use a woman's name. And if you're a woman, use a man's name. And so I could say, my name is Nancy. And what happens to my hand? And then my name is Ralph. So you might start to have a distinction between truth and untruth. My name is. And then what you can do is start to test this and use it. So you have a tester now, and you can use it to test things and test things that don't really matter. Like, you could put a bottle of Pellegrino water, which we know is good mineral water. And you could put some tap water with a packet of NutraSweet in it. And we know that's bad. And, that's like obvious. And so, and then you could just think, put your hand on the bottle of Pellegrino, just on the bottle, and feel what happens. You can even do it in your imagination. Imagine there's a bottle of Pellegrino, the mineral water, I think it's from France, and that there's another glass of New York City water that has 3 packets of NutraSweet stirred up in it. Okay, so now in your imagination, touch your bottle of Pellegrino and really do it, and then notice what happens to your hand. And does it sink in, or does it feel like the same feeling of when you said your name? Okay, and now in your imagination, put your hand on your glass of NutraSweet water, New York City water with NutraSweet, and feel what happens. And then put it back on the Pellegrino water, and then put it back on the NutraSweet water. And is there a difference? There was an experiment, or not an experiment, there was a video that I saw years ago where a surgeon was going in to do some sort of hysterectomy thing, and there was the ovary there. And the scalpel was starting to move towards the ovary, and the ovary moved away. And then they kind of expanded out to kind of see, like, was that just because somebody tugged on it? Like somebody with, the little forceps and things? And it was like, no, the ovary knew, and it moved away. So our cells literally know truth, know danger, know good. And they know when there's something good. They know when something's good. They know when something's in danger. And they know truth. And so you have access to that if you just test it out. And so test it on stuff that doesn't matter. Like just get 2 things, one that you know is good, one that you know is bad, and then test it. And then you can start to use it for different things and see what's true for you in the moment, and also true for you universally. And then you can use that as a way to go through life and figure out what to do and where to go and what to read and what's not true and what is true. And if you're getting the email today, then I'm going to put a few links of things, and you can just go through and test it. I won't even like put what it is. It'll be different websites and videos, and some will be mine, some will be other people's. And you can just test it and just get a sense of that. Can you feel a difference? And some might be useful for you right now, and some might not be. Some might be true, some might not be. Some might be true enough for you, some might not be. So it's kind of a cool test. So give it a try if you like. And that's our Thursday video.